August 15th has seen something spectacular when you have to look at India women's cricket. Now, yes, the matches that are taking place between India A and Australia A are all unofficial ODIs. So many people wonder, oh, why you have to create such a big hype? But remember, most of the India players and core Australia players are playing in the series. India A have achieved something spectacular. After being blanked out in the T20Is, India A have won the first ODI and the second ODI to take an unassailable lead in the 3-match series. After having won the first one-dayer, they have now managed to win the second one-dayer in the most dramatic of circumstances. I mean, look at it. In the match that took place at the Ian Healy Oval in Brisbane, Ian Healy's niece, when you look at it, Alyssa Healy, managed a 91. Kim Garth hit 41. Meenu Mani was the only bowler who managed to take wickets on a regular basis. She ended with 3 for 46. Australia A ended up with a formidable 265 for 9 in the 50 overs that they had played. And at one stage, India had looked down and out because after Yastika Bhatia's 66, India had slid to 193 for 7. But then came the partnership. Then came one of the most brilliant counter-attacking knocks that you could see, because although Radha Yadav had helped them keep afloat, but when she went at 193 for 7, the game looked lost. But Tanuja Kanwar and Prema Rawat stitched together a 68-run stand, and India A managed a 2-wicket victory. And because of that, having won the first ODI one-dayer by 3 wickets, the second one-dayer by 2 wickets, India A have taken an unassailable 2-0 lead. And why this is important? Because India A have clinched a historic series win in Australia. Past India senior teams have struggled to win against Australia, and now the A team has managed to win something historic here. 68 runs stand with Tanuja Kanwar and Prema Rawat has ensured India A from a lost position. 193 for 7, game over. But they got it to 261 for 8, and the last runs were scored. And that is why simply magnificent that Radha Yadav's team has managed to achieve in this particular period. As I had mentioned, it's an unofficial ODI. Who will want to give it that much of hype? But remember, this is ODI World Cup year. Any event, any particular one-dayer which will give momentum to the Indian cricket team should be highlighted. The women's team, as I mentioned, lot of the names that are there in Yastika Bhatia and Radha Yadav, if you look at all the others, they will be part of the Indian team at this point. Australia A had so many in Kim Garth, Alyssa Healy, all part of that core Australian team. So they did beat a full-strength Aussie side at this point. Yes, the bowling was not full strength for Australia, you may argue. But yes, in an ODI World Cup year, every one-day result has to be cheered. So India are actually on a high. They beat England in England. Now the A team has beaten Australia in Australia. After having won the tri-series earlier in South Africa and Sri Lanka, this is now serious momentum that most of the players are building up ahead of the World Cup that will be played in October. So yes, the India women's team are actually picking momentum at the right time. Or is it too early for them? We'll only find that out in that period of October when they go for the gold for the very first time. India have never won the World Cup. Can this end the jinx? We'll only find that out in the next couple of months. But congratulations to the India A team for having won a series in Australia. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.